Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. So already we have seen some commands, SQL commands in the previous classes. So today we would like to evaluate each and every command today and how to enter, how to create a table. Already we have seen how you have to create the table, and alter command also we have seen very clearly. And today we would like to concentrate on selection clause. Okay, selection clause in the sense this one DML. It's very important to be understand. So regarding to database management system, that is very important thing is this is select command. So let me have some discussion regarding to select command, which is very important for us here. Okay, so I'd like to concentrate on only few points here. Only few points are supposed to be concentrated because it is very initial kind of class. So we'd like to concentrate on very few number of items here. So already I have given some information that the where class will be there, group by class cannot be available, and a group by class will be there, where class cannot be there. So these two are not supposed to be supported themselves when so selection is being operated here. Okay, so let us look all these issues so into consideration by opening this SQL prompt here. Hope that SQL prompt is visible to you people. So here you can see. So let me list out all select everything from CAT. So I have created a new table, new set of tables here. Actually, these are not created by me. These are created by Oracle company itself. So one table is EMP, second table is DEPT, third table is bonus, fourth table is sal grade. All these fifth table is dummy. So first one is EMP, DEPT, bonus, and sal grade and dummy. However, we would like to concentrate on EMP and DEPT. These are very important tables, so which could be cover all kinds of operations in SQL. So like that, the Oracle Corporation has prepared. So let me describe the both tables here. So let me clear up everything and let me describe both tables here. Let me describe EMP. So look at this employee. So employee number, which is number of 4, employee name, varchar 2 of 20, job. So job, the designation of that particular person is called as job here. MZR, manager number, who is the manager of this particular employee, hire date, when he was hired to the company, and then what is the salary of that particular fellow within the company. Is there any commission for that particular person while doing some kind of job with the company, and which department he belongs to. Okay, and one more thing is DEPT. So look at this here. I'd like to explain these two in a proper way. So department number, DEPTNO, so which is having department number, so then followed by department name, and then followed by location, where exactly the department is situated in. So geographically, these three issues have been taken into consideration here. So let us select the data here, then you could understand very clearly what exactly the tables are represent here. So select everything from EMP. Let me look at this. So employee number, these are employee numbers which are unique values which are available with us. These are unique values which are available with us. And these people are belongs to so-and-so department. So department number 20, 30, 40, 40 is not there actually. 20, 30, 10, and so on and so forth. We do have, so 3 departments are available. Within these 3 departments, many people are being working here. And if you want to know what is the department name and location, you need to select one more, select everything from DEPT. So you need to select the details of this particular thing. So 10th department is accounting, which is situated in New York City. And the 20th department is research, which is there at Dallas. And then the 30th department is sales. 30th in the sense these are the people, sales department, and which is there in Chicago. And the 40th department is operations, which is at Boston. Of course, 40th department doesn't have any employees here. You need to understand one specific point here. The point is, manager number. You could understand this particular person, 7369. His name is Smith, and his job is clerk. And his manager number is 7902. Identify where exactly 7902. 7902 is this particular person. Under him, Smith is being working. Okay, then 7698. Identify 7698. Who is the fellow? So Blake is the manager. Under him, so these are the two people who are working, and of course, this person is also, all salesmen are working under this particular Blake here. So finally, what we have to understand here is, so it does have complete relationships. I mean, establish the complete kind of relationships, and it does have some information which is being very much complete, and we need to operate as many number of queries on this particular table here. And moreover, one more very important issue is there. I could not explain at this moment. That issue is actually parent-child relationship. That issue also be there within this particular these two tables. So I'd like to explain that particular issue after some other time, because probably tomorrow class, so we may be introduced what are the constraints which are supposed to be enforced onto a particular table, and how the constraints will be applicable. Let us examine each and everything by tomorrow class, and we will come across all those things by tomorrow here. Is there any problem? Yeah, good afternoon. Okay. However, so come back to this presentation here. So let me eliminate each and everything, then you could understand very easily what exactly the things will be. Oh, sorry. Wait for a while. One moment, please. Yeah. So you could understand. Today, I'd like to concentrate on only this particular point. Okay. Select a distinct or a star or attribute or expression, and so on and so forth. From, of course, this must be there with us. Select so and so from table name. It must be there. And I'd like to also concentrate on where class. There are many, as many number of operators which are available with us. I'd like to concentrate on these today. And I will also concentrate on order by. So up to this, I'd like to concentrate today, and we will finish off these points today in this class here. So come across these particular points here. Let us examine select distinct, or point number one is a distinct, which is there with us, otherwise star, otherwise attributes, list of attributes, otherwise are there any expressions you maybe gets operated within the selection. So could be done from a particular table. Let us have a look about this particular thing here. So select everything from EMP. Select star in the sense, normally I'd like to pronounce star as everything. That is my habituation. So select everything. So everything in the sense, what exactly this everything is represented here is, so this particular table does have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 columns are available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns are there, and 14 rows are there within this particular table. Entire data will be gets displayed when star will be taken in the selection class. Select. So you could see either distinct, you may be take a distinct, or star, or so otherwise some number of attributes which are required to you. So specific number of attributes, or you may be operate expressions. I am taking this particular point at this moment. So here, what does it means? It could be automatically, so gives you complete information related to that particular table. So look at this particular table. Totally number of attributes are 8, and the total number of rows will be 14. Everything will be get selected, and everything will be displayed when you have to concentrate on star here. So So that is the importance of this particular star. Star will be always displays complete rows of that particular table. Complete rows and complete columns will be gets displayed. Then if you want to restrict the displaying pattern will be restricted for some number of certain number of columns. Let me consider I need only employee name and their jobs. I don't want any other information. So I need who is Smith and what is his job. That's all. Who is employee and what is his job. Only these two are required by me. Then what exactly we're supposed to specify here is select. So E name, the specific column name exactly, attribute name exactly, comma. Second attribute is job, what exactly you are supposed to select from EMP. So what exactly it could be specified here is previously complete data has been displayed. How many number of columns are there with you and how many number of rows are there with you? Everything is being displayed. But right now you have displayed only 2 columns, but complete information. Information previously it is 14 rows. So 14 out of 14 rows will be gets displayed, but number of columns have been restricted. Number of columns have been restricted here. So this restriction could be happen by taking this attributes here, this particular attributes here. You maybe gets operate some more restriction on this particular attributes means. So if you want to restrict still more, yes, you could do it. You could do it still more restriction on this particular thing. Let me say, so select. I'd like to consider only job from this one. Select job from EMP. Only job has been selected. So look at this clerk has been repeated and the analyst has been repeated and then manager has been repeated and the salesman has been repeated. So these many repeated groups are not required actually. If you are supposed to display only this particular columns information, so these many repetitions are not required. So these repetitions will be get switched off by taking switch off in the sense don't consider that could be goes off away. So not like that. These restrictions, I mean, these number of repeated items are going to be filtered by taking the another another kind of parameter which is there with you, that is this distinct. A distinct is always the name itself indicates that it is being displayed different kind of items. This distinct could be always applied when attributes will be there with you. If attributes could not be there, star will be there, distinct cannot be gets operated. If so let us consider select everything from EMP or select everything from everything in the sense star. That is the meaning here. Select star from table name. If you are supposed to operate with star, distinct cannot be gets operated here. Distinct cannot be operated here. Select a distinct star from EMP or other table name cannot be expected here. So only single attribute will be taken into consideration. Then only it could be the distinct is being operated here. So something like this. Let us have a look here. So select distinct, a distinct job from EMP. Look at this. Previously, select job from EMP has been taken. So it has been displayed complete information. How many number of rows are there within the job? Everything has been displayed here. So my question is, number of items are repeatedly displayed here. I wanted to take off some number of values. Only one item will be displayed within this particular point. Then you have to operate a distinct here. So let me push or hit enter key here. Then you could see. Look at this. Only clerk. Clerk has been displayed for exactly single time. Salesman single time. President single time. Manager single time. Or analyst single time. So remaining all other issues are not supposed to be taken into consideration here. So that is why distinct is always trying to display, eliminate the duplicates, and the data will be displayed exactly for one time. Only one time that could be taken into consideration here. So in this way, you could operate this particular distinct here. That is the point where exactly we'd like to consider. And you need to remember, distinct must be gets operated with the assistance of only the attribute names. You don't have any attribute, distinct cannot be there. If you have attributes, yes, you are interested, you could operate distinct with the operator. Otherwise, so you may not take a distinct with the attribute here. Then how could you operate expression here? how could you operate expression here? Normally, we are very well aware of the operators in the sense addition, so subtraction, multiplication, and division. We know all these operations which are available with us in different languages. So by the experience of previous languages, so we'd like to take into consideration of these. So how this could be. So as we are aware of this particular expressions, these expressions could be gets operated on only numbers, on only numbers. These expressions cannot be operated on characters here. Characters could not be so operated by addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division here. It could not be. It could not be possible. So let me operate by taking the. Look at this. Select everything from EMP. So let me operate on the salary here, on this particular salary here. I wanted to, so the manager has thinks that, otherwise the president has thinks that if 10% of salary will be gets increased, what is the salary which each and every employee has got? Let me repeat one more time. Smith has 800 rupees as salary. Alan has a 1600 rupees as salary. President King has the president who is having 5000 rupees as salary, and Miller clerk. This Miller has so 1300 rupees as salary. Now he wanted to make. So some 10% of increment to the people. Increment to the people. So what is the after increment? What is the salary that they have secured? So to do that particular point, I'd like to consider, so select E name, so employee name. So here if you specify SAL from EMP, they could be given, so actual salaries. I don't require this particular actual salary here. I wanted to, so increase the salary by 10%. Then how could you do here in the sense, you'd like to perform into 0.1. 0.1 in the sense actually it is 10%. 0.1 in the sense that is 10%. Otherwise, you maybe follow your own rule, that is, so open parenthesis SAL into 10, so divided by 100. Of course, you could do your own operation. There is no problem at all. Okay. If you take this particular point, as Smith maybe get 80 rupees as increment, Alan will be get 160 as increment, and so on and so forth. This is the increment value. Now he wanted to also look into the matter salary plus salary increment. For example, let me consider, he wanted to look previous salary is this one, and after increment, what is the salary? So SAL plus salary into 100, 10 divided by 100. If you take this particular thing, look at this. Just I have to add this particular value to, so actual salary here. This is actual salary plus salary into 10 divided by 100. That is salary into 10%. So actual salary is 800, and now after incrementation, he got 880 rupees. Okay, something like this. In this way, you could operate your expressions. So expressions could be gets operated. So let me give you how this expression could be replaced with your own name after some time. Not like the not right now. So after some other time, I'd like to explain how you could replace this particular name. Okay. In this way, so expressions could be gets operated in selections. Okay. And you must remember one thing, while any expression could be gets operated something like this data will be only temporary basis. It is not supposed to be stored anywhere else. I'll repeat, as and when you have to operate these expressions in selection, this data, after applying this particular kind of expression on the data, it is going to display the displaying, sorry, it is just for displaying purpose. It could not be stored anywhere else. If you go ahead and select everything from EMP, if you take this particular query back, so you could not find any. So look at this, Miller 1300, actually the salary is 1300 after incrementation. What is the salary? For 1430. You could not find that particular data here. You could not find that particular data. Selection in the sense it is going to display the contents, that's all. It doesn't make any kind of changes in the data of any table. Okay, it could not be perform any kind of changes within the data of any table here. That is what you need to remember. Always it could be a display the data what you have required from the table by operating some kind of expressions. It is only for displaying purpose, not exactly for storing purpose here. And that is what about the point which we have to consider under so this expression here. Okay. So finally, so from clause is always required from the so selection, because you have to select data from which table, it is always required. Now I'd like to take a where clause. I'd like to consider where clause here. Where in the sense, so look at this, look at this. So let me take this complete data, select everything from EMP, complete data. Select star from EMP will be displays complete data here. Now I'd like to restrict some data from this particular actual data. What is my restriction? What is my condition here in a sense? I'd like to display who are only managers, who are only managers. The people's job having only managers will be gets display, and the remaining everything will be so not display here. So you have to operate some kind of restriction and some kind of so what you call a condition which could be always used to display here. So for doing such kind of operations, you'd like to go ahead and operate with where clause. Where clause is very much useful to you to restrict the data or to filter the data based on so the data, actual data which is available within the table here. So how the filter could be gets operated here. So look at this. Select. I need complete information of the employee. Select everything from EMP, but I'd like to display only the people who are having managers. So where, so job, sorry, job is equal to, so within single quotes, always the characters will be gets operated within single quotes only. So look at this, the data which is available within the table is in capital letters. Okay, it is in capital. If you are supposed to operate small letters, lowercase letters here, MANAGER, it could not be reflect anything. No rows are selected, but actually managers are available here. So therefore, the data which is actually available within the table are in capital letters. So therefore, we would like to switch on capital and MANAGER. If you operate something like this, yes, the data has been displayed. So some more filter has been gets operated here. You have operated some kind of filter here. Because of this filter, where clause is always expected to operate filters. Okay. So because of this particular filter, yes, previously actual data which is available within the table is 14 rows, but you have been displayed only some amount of data based on the filter what we have operated here. So therefore, where clause is always trying to operate filters on the data which is available within the specific table or view. Okay. Likewise, you could operate any number of filters here. So to operate this particular filter, we need to have some operators here. These operators are required here. So these operators might be so relational operators, ROP, relational operators. So that is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, so not equal to, and equal to. All these are different kinds of operators which are available with us in our so selection where class here. And then logical operators, LOP, logical operators might be so and AND only. There is no other word as like C, C++ kind of languages, and or and NOT not. You may be use these particular kind of words to implement and or not. Probably everybody have some kind of idea how these operators could be gets operated by your previous programming experience. So that is why I'm not go in detailed how greater than can be operated, how less than could be operated, something like that. I'm not supposed to go in detail. Then followed by SQL operators. These are very important. SQL operators. SQL operators are, let me give you number one. So between, BETWEEN, between and this is one particular point. Second one is in. Third one is like, LIKE, like. Like could be taken two more extra operators, that is a percentile and underscore. These two operators will be taken, and remaining many other operators are there. Those operators are not required at this moment. As and when subqueries will be there, we will explain what those operators will be. These are the basic operators which are required to operate in where class. Let me explain this. So my question is, here some salaries are available here. Many salaries are there here. So I'd like to display the details of all employees whose salary ranges between 1,000 and 2,500. Hope that you understand my question. Display the details of all employees. So display complete details of all employees whose salary is in between 1,000 and 2,500. So let me display that one here. So select everything from EMP. Every detail is required, but the condition, the filter is where, so salary is greater than or equal to 1,000 and salary is less than or equal to 2,500. This is my condition. The people who are fall down within this particular range, they will be gets displayed. Remaining all other people are not required. Below 1,000 and greater than 2,500 is not required here. Okay. So look at this. Look at this particular data. The data which is being displayed here, everything is whatever the filter condition I have specified here, yes, it has been taken into consideration. So therefore, it could be display the contents. So based on the filter condition here. Now, let me replace this particular condition with some other. However, whatever it may be, that is condition is not important. 2,500 I have said. I said that 2,500, so that is why I have given something like this. I am coming with the between only. Don't disturb me. So after completion of my class, you please ask the questions. Okay. So okay, I'd like to replace this particular condition with the other way that I'm writing salary greater than or equal to and salary less than or equal to. So being as human, typing of this particular kind of issues will be somewhat regress to us. So that instead of using greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, salary for number of times, I'd like to take so this particular operator between and. What exactly this one is? Here is the point is you need to remember. So select everything from EMP where salary between 1,000 and 2,500. Okay. So here greater than or equal to, less than or equal to is not required. One more time select is not supposed to be required here. However, it's also one of the easiest way to write the query here. So answer will be same. There is no difference at all. Everything is same. But there are certain rules and regulations to be gets operated here. Let us look about this particular rule, these rules and regulations here. So salary between 1,000 and 2,500. So let us consider. So it could be taken between the between one particular value. Let me say that is n, and so one more value that is m here. N is one particular value, m is another value, right? So within this particular thing, what exactly between will be gets operated here is it could be always closed interval. It could be always a closed interval. N should be included, m should be included. That is greater than or equal to n and less than or equal to m. If greater than or equal to, the condition is greater than or equal to n and so less than or equal to m. If situation will be seems like this, yes, between and could be very useful. If you are not supposed to use something like this, so I don't need any greater than or equal and I don't need any less than or equal, only greater than and only less than equals. I mean, these values are not supposed to be included in my condition. This value is not included and this value is not included. Let me consider what does it means. Right away from n plus 1 to so m minus 1, that is the meaning here. N plus 1 to the condition will be, if you apply this particular condition in such a way that n plus 1 to m minus 1. What does it means? The actual values which you have specified here are not included into your condition. If you want to specify something like that, so it is between and cannot be applied here. Now your condition will be changed something like this. How you have to change here in the sense. So between you may be changed something like this between so n plus 1 and n minus 1. You may be write something like this, m minus 1. You may be write like this between, let me write in a shorter way, between n plus 1 and m minus 1. But as per the question which is asked to you is not n plus 1 and n minus 1, right? So 2500 not included 2500 and not included so 1000 will be asked to you. The people who are getting greater than 1000 and less than 2500. So what does it means? 1001 to so 2499 rupees. So if you want to operate something like this, so between and is not supposed to be used here. So thereby you are expected to use. So you are expected to use. So like this only. This equal sign here, this equal sign could not be there here in the sense between and could not be taken into consideration. So if equal signs will not be there, you may be operate something like this. You may be operate like this. So 1001 and 2499. You may be operate something like this because so these two values. So these two values must be included in the condition. Must be included in the condition here. Okay, there is no difference at all in terms of answer because we don't have any people. So 4,900, 2,500 people are not there here. So that is why we could not have any that much difference here. What I would like to specify, this value and this value, both values must be included while we have to frame any between and here. And you need to remember one particular point, between and could be always operated on only number kind of data type. Only NUMBER, number kind of data type. You need to remember it could be gets operated on only NUMBER. Okay, number type of data type or otherwise float kind of data type. Only these two could be gets operated. If you are not supposed to take either number or float, yes, between and could not be taken into consideration. Okay, so that is what you need to remember regarding to between and. Then followed by in. How you have to operate in here? In could be gets operated here something like this. Let me go ahead and take this particular data, complete data here. So display the details of employees who are clerks or managers. I wanted to, my superior has asked that the report, get the report of all clerks and managers. Get the report of all clerks and managers. If any information could be asked by my superior, then what should I write here? So I'd like to write select. So everything from EMP where, so job is equal to, so first one is clerk. If you put and here, job, wait for a while, job equal to, so manager. If you put something like this here, at the same time, any person could not perform clerk and manager. Either he may be clerk or he may be so the manager, but not both jobs, both the designations could not be given by one particular person. So that is why we'd like to consider something like this. Instead of and, we would like to put or here. Okay, if you put R here, yes, you could observe all clerks and managers have been displayed. Okay, so if you want to replace this job equal to, again job equal to something like this, you may be incorporate this in operation here. Where it is in operation here. Instead of doing this one, instead of writing this whole kind of issue, so select everything from EMP where job in must be always taken open parenthesis followed by, if it is characters, you have to enclose within single quotes. If it is a number, yes, you could directly enter some kind of numbers, whatever it may be. So the first value 1 comma, value 2 comma, value 3 comma, and so on. In this way you have to operate. This is the general syntax. So first value, second value, third value, fourth value, and so on and so forth. If whatever the whatever the column you have been selected here, whatever the attribute you have been selected here, values of this particular column will be equal to any one of the passed values within in, then it could be displayed. Otherwise, it could be not displayed here. First one is clerk and second one is manager. So job may be equal to clerk, could be displayed. Job may be equal to manager, could be displayed. Other than clerk and manager, if it is another value, it could not be displayed here. Okay, so look at this. Okay, some single quote is missed here. Okay, like this, like this. So you could. So instead of or, you may be use in operation. Instead of and, sorry, instead of and, you may be use between and and, between and and. So that is what you need to remember. And these two are very important operations which are used to operate here. And then followed by like, like, like is okay. The time is gets over. Probably we will take this particular like by tomorrow. By tomorrow, if any class is not being done, so please let me know. I'll continue with the DBMS. Okay. I'll continue with the DBMS tomorrow. If any class is not taken by any person, so let me know. I will take DBMS class with you. Yeah. There ends the class.